So I think I get the job done.
What are you willing to give up to be the best you can be?
We're gonna fight! We're gonna lay down!
In the end, my life's focused around football.
Fast forward 21 years and
I think we knew this was gonna happen tonight, didn't we?
All right, as Tom Brady looks to keep adding to his legacy, he'll have to do it with a team that could have a different look next season. Among Tampa's unrestricted free agents, one Antonio Brown. Now, it's not just him as the only Bucs receiver that could be booking a ticket out of Tampa, willingly or not. Chris Godwin's rookie contract, that is expiring. So, what does the future hold for him, Brown, and Rob Gronkowski? Gronk came out of retirement to join Brady down in Tampa. The two have won now 4 Super Bowls together. Could it be 5? We'll see. Jeff Darlington joins us this morning on SportsCenter. Jeff, this Buccaneers team could look completely different next season. Tom Brady played a big part in architecting his Super Bowl winning roster. So what does he want to see from Tampa's front office this offseason?
Well, Gary, I can tell you this. I was talking to Tom toward the end of the regular season, mentioning how the offense was really coming around, and his response to that was just wait until next year. And the point in that story is that he really saw more potential than he felt like ultimately saw itself during this season. And then at the end of the year, after the Super Bowl run, he told somebody close to him that, look, like, I love these guys so much, I would love to see this band come back together. All that being said, that's a big challenge for Jason Licht, the general manager, who also wants to see this band back together. A lot of free agents. So we know that Rob Gronkowski, he really does, I'm told, want to return to Tampa. Antonio Brown recognizes the value in having Tom Brady on his side. The big question of all is Chris Godwin. I mean, this is a guy who could ultimately get paid upwards of $20 million a year, and also is a young player who hasn't been paid just yet. So Godwin, to me, is the real trigger point. If they can get Godwin back in some capacity, whether on a one-year deal, franchise deal, or something like that, or the long-term deal, that would be a big one and go a very long way in perhaps running it back. But certainly Brady would love to see all these guys back in camp for day one.
Randy Scott, screen right, punching the air right now. He just hated everything that you were just saying, Jeff Darlington. All 31 points in the Super Bowl came from players who weren't on the Bucs roster in 2019. Jeff Darlington joining us this morning on SportsCenter. Thanks, Jeff.
You know, it was supposed to be beautiful, and it was. It was also supposed to be done by nightfall. It most definitely was not. The NHL's Lake Tahoe outdoor game started with beautiful images, a rink constructed right on the lakeshore there. But event organizers didn't account for the effect that the bright midday sunshine would have on the ice itself, because sun melts ice. Confirmed. Always. And that created dangerous skating conditions in the first period. So the league made the decision to go ahead and resume the game after 9 p.m. Pacific time. So as you look at the daytime start, because there was a goal of note, and the uniform, man, the sweaters were beautiful. It's Vegas, the Golden Knights against the Colorado Avalanche repping the Nordiques. And we've got a goal on the board. Samuel Girard, the second of the year. It's 1-0 Colorado. 8 hours later, they resume under the cover of darkness. They patched up the deep rivets and divots in the ice. So 9 hours, 9 minutes after the first goal, we have our second goal of the game, and it's Alec Martinez who gets the rebound out in front. The Golden Knights tie the game at 1. Later in the second, we've had scoring, yet we haven't seen Nathan McKinnon yet. Here he goes. Look at the speed he has. Look, he is a cheat code. His 4th of the year. He had 3 points in the game. He had 2 apples in this thing as well. So the Avs take a 2-1 lead. Here's the thing. You want to play in an outdoor game. At least one of the participants in each of the last 4 outdoor games, over the last 4 seasons, I should say, they have gone on to at least participate in the Stanley Cup final. So this has been a harbinger of good success moving forward. Great success. 2-1 in the third. Let's go ahead and make it 3-1. Devon Taves, rather. The Avs win this marathon day of hockey and night of hockey. 3-2 the final. And so, the NHL not going to be fooled again, announcing Saturday its plans to move today's Bruins-Flyers game, also at Lake Tahoe, to 4:30 local time, 7:30 Eastern. That because of concerns over what's expected to be yet another sunny day. The league had originally moved it to an hour earlier, to 2 p.m. because of sun concerns during the week, but then they saw what happened on Saturday.
All right, still coming up, deal or no Dak. Why Prescott has all the leverage to get paid by the Cowboys. We detail the value Dak has in or out of Dallas. Plus, it's all in the hips.
But nothing James says he has to change without AD. And what had Steve Kerr saying Draymond Green crossed the line, sparking a wild ending in Charlotte. Plus the offseason moves Tom Brady wants to see the Bucs make. Who Tampa might bring back from last year's roster to make another Super Bowl run. And deal or no Dak. Why Prescott has all the leverage to get paid by the Cowboys. We detail the value he has in or out of Dallas.
Yes! Terry Rozier! Oh, my!
He crossed the line. That's the main thing.
Oh, that's going to be fun to see. We have two knockouts that you have to see to believe as well. Gary Streisky, Randy Scott, alongside Sunday Morning SportsCenter AM. We're not the knockouts, no. Both boxing and UFC finishing strong on Saturday night. The same Gary cannot be said for the Warriors.
Suffering two knockout blows themselves, one self-inflicted, another courtesy Terry Rozier that we're about to get to here in a second. The Dubs in Charlotte, Steph Curry's hometown, so he's ready in pregame warm-ups. And then, talking to the coaching staff, an illness fell upon him. He would go to the locker room. A late scratch in this game, though the team said it was not COVID-related. We jump straight to the fourth. Hornets down 5. Here comes Terry. He was cooking. Led the team in scoring, and he was efficient at that. 12 of 19 from the field. Here's where it gets spicy. Same score, 20 seconds to play. Brad Wanamaker dribbles it out. P.J. Washington, LaMelo Ball trap him. So here we go. Tip with 13.3 seconds to play. You see Draymond bounces it into Gordon Hayward's lap. They both fall to the ground. Draymond saying, no, jump ball. The refs are saying the Hornets were able to get a timeout off and called in time. Draymond not happy. Assessed a technical for using profanity towards the referee. That was his second one. The first one was taunting an opponent. So he gets ran. Green is the only player in the last 20 years to get ejected in the final 10 seconds when leading by one score. So, free throws. First one, money. Hornets down by 1. Second free throw attempt. Money. We're tied at 100. So, because of the technicals, the Hornets get the ball. Terry Rozier, you know he's going to take the shot. Falling away from 3. Bang! 103-100 at the buzzer. Scary Terry wasn't scared of the big shot. Nothing. But check it out. He actually almost loses the rock and then gets the shot off. Had 36 points, 8 of 11 from 3. After the game, Steve Kerr postgame on Dre's ejection.
As his coach, it's my job to communicate with him and with the team. So that's what we've done, and that's what we will continue to do. But he crossed the line. That's the main thing. We love his passion and his energy, and we would not be the team we are without him. But that doesn't give him license to cross that line, and he knows that.
Did Draymond say anything to you guys when you got back into the locker room?
He said it was his fault, and he took ownership, and as he always does as a leader. And again, we still rocking with Dre, no matter what. Great dude, competitor.
All right, back to the winning side. It was all Terry Rozier for the Hornets in the fourth quarter as he scored 20 of the team's 33 points in said frame. That includes the first game-winning buzzer beater of his career. His 20 points are the most fourth-quarter points by a player that made a game-winning buzzer beater in regulation since the 97-98 season.
All right, let's get to the game that we thought would lead the show, maybe.
Wrong.
NBA Finals rematch. Jimmy Butler against LeBron James. The Heat against the Lakers. No Anthony Davis in this one, so not really a full-strength NBA Finals rematch. Miami, can't miss them. They're in the Nintendo Switch jerseys. And there's Kyle Kuzma baseline. He threw down so hard he cut his finger. It's like, ouch. He had 23 points. It was a season high. But there, Montrezl Harrell coming in, trying to protect the sweater of Anthony Davis. And we got a red dot on there now, man. We got blood. No one makes me bleed my own blood. So Davis has to go to the locker room. We're going to get a little wardrobe switch. The trainer's like, no, seriously, that's blood. It's human fluid. So we're going to go ahead and put on a polo. That's great. More from AD in a minute. First, the Heat, who took advantage without AD in the paint. Miami